My name is Marcelino Coppola and I am Hispanic.
Tu mirada seduce y excita, hay en tus ojos termina.
There's a lot. One of them is that we're lazy, that we're people that all we're good for is picking crops and jumping over fences, that we're known to cook anything known to man, because if you go to most restaurants you'll probably find a Hispanic person in the back cooking, that all we care about is soccer and baseball. See that our girls have kids before they're 20, like there's a lot of teen pregnancies, and let's see that either we're poor or we're part of the mafia, and that's just a little few of them.
El día en que nos desnudemos, es que Cupido se equivocó, estaba dormido y así disparó, tiró tu flecha en mí, que estoy comprometido, y no tenemos la culpa tú y yo.
Well, me personally being of lighter skin, it hasn't really affected me, but it has affected members of my family, such as my mom and my little brother, especially when we try to cross back. Normally where we would have all of our papers ready to go, there's been a few times where the people at the border, they stop our car, especially because of my mom and my little brother. Let's see, anytime we go someplace out of town and we go to a dinner, people look at us differently and they expect us to be the typical, stereotypical Mexican. And it's especially true once we go deeper in towards the United States, because it's as if they've never seen a person of Hispanic before.
Yo no sé lo que voy a hacer con tanto sufrimiento reprimido.
I was in, I want to say, first grade. I had a teacher from South Africa, and she was as deeply rooted racist as you could be towards Mexicans, even though she was in a predominantly Hispanic town. She picked me out among most of the other students in that class, and she had to sit down with my parents, said that I should be in a special ed class because I wasn't able to keep up with the other kids at that time, that my speaking abilities weren't up to par, because up to that point I could only speak imperfect sentences in Spanish. I was still working on my English, and she believed that I belong in either an ESL class or a special ed class because she thought I was slower than most people. Come to find out, that same teacher is still working there to this day, and she had recommended once I was a 5th grader that I should be pulled back 2 years because I wasn't ready to take on middle school at that point. It came down to a situation where I had to take a test, a standardized test. It wasn't a names, it was just a test at the school, and the district had me do so I could pass to the next grade. And I finished with 100%, which is the top score in up to that point in 3 years. Like, I was the top scorer, and they couldn't believe that me being of a Hispanic, of being deeply rooted Hispanic descent, that I could pull it off. And the teacher was in shock because she didn't believe that I did it. She believed that I cheated. So she had me taking it again, same results.
Tiró tu flecha en mí, que estoy comprometido, y no tenemos la culpa tú y yo, si analizamos que no es nuestro error, que responda Cupido ante Dios por jugar al amor dormido. Dormido. Cupido se equivocó, Cupido jugó al amor.
Well, looking back on it, the whole situation with that teacher, A few years later, when I was a senior and I was ready to graduate, I made it a point of going to her and showing her that I could make it, that I did make it, and that she had no right to ever discriminate against anybody just because of their background. I showed her my diploma, I showed her my 2 years worth of honor roll, because I had 2 years straight of honor roll, and then I showed her pretty much all the accomplishments that I have made since I had been in her class. And I basically proved to her and to other people of that same school that believed in line the same way she did, that people like me can do it. Like, we will and can succeed if we really try hard.
Voy a hacer con mi corazón.